No, it works. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand. I don't. To me, it's baffling. It's baffling. It's baffling. Am I live now on YouTube? Let me click on my link again because I shared it on my other Discord. Let me see, it's loading, because obviously my laptop is slow as fuck. What? Oh, obviously it's a new link now. That's so complex. That's so, I mean, I'm sure I will get used to it, but for now, I can tell you 100%, between streaming on Twitch and streaming on YouTube, if you want to set up a stream, it's not as intuitive on YouTube. 100%, no question asked. Like, I would be surprised if someone actually told me, to me, the great scientist told me, Eureka, actually it's easier on YouTube. No, it's not. It's not. It's clearly not. It requires more setup. I'm not telling you that it's hard, but it's not intuitive or quick, you know, 100%. And why is it unavailable? What? What? Like, even the way it refreshes doesn't make sense. So I go to my live Kuma, then I... What? I don't understand YouTube. I don't. Okay, now it's here. Like, it doesn't even refresh instantly. That's so weird. That's so, to me, it's so unoptimal for streaming. It's funny because it's almost like I'm giving you my feedback regarding how YouTube works. And really, I feel that if you want to get used to YouTube streaming, you would have to deal with, to accept a lot of rules, quote unquote, that happens on YouTube. Because to me, the way you do it on Twitch and the way you do it on YouTube, I think that on Twitch it's way easier. On YouTube, it is way okay, now it works. The way you I can hear myself. Twitch and the way you do it on YouTube. Okay, nice. So I guess here, like this. Let me click on my here, like this. Okay, that's good. Damn, that's so just because, like, what I did differently than last time, by the way, what I did differently by last time is that I tried to schedule my stream on YouTube. I tried to prepare it because I realized that the first time I tried it, I didn't really set up the title of the stream, the name category and stuff, because I winged it. It's like I tried it just like that. You're a tuber. I am a VTuber, but it's, I don't know, it's tricky because actually that's interesting. That's interesting because at the origin, being a VTuber wasn't necessarily about being a streamer. Being a streamer is really a more recent thing because the original VTubers were mostly posting video content on YouTube. That's how they started appearing. When you think about, for example, the videos from Kizuna Ai, maybe you heard about that. It's really one of the very first modern VTubers, the one with the pink ribbon, and she was posting a lot of memes and stuff on YouTube. She wasn't streaming at all, she was just posting videos on YouTube. And that's why they were called virtual YouTubers or VTubers, because they were people that were using an avatar to post videos on YouTube. The streaming thing is really something that happened way later and that got popularized with HoloLive, notably. Kizunai was doing videos, yes, and there were a ton of Japanese VTubers that were posting videos, just making content. They weren't streaming. And even to this day, there is still a big category of Japanese VTubers that are only posting content and nothing else. So yes, it's a natural evolution, but what I mean by that is why do we associate YouTube with VTuber streaming? we only do it because when Hololive decided to just make an agency, like recruiting people and then making VTubers and making that big brand, you know, when they decided to do that, they chose YouTube as a platform. They didn't choose Twitch. And if I'm not mistaken, they chose YouTube because YouTube is more known in Japan than Twitch. In Japan, they don't use Twitch as much because there were other websites for videos like Nico Video, obviously, Nico, which is pretty much the most well-known. So they went on YouTube because YouTube is an international brand, way more than Twitch. That's the only reason why they went on YouTube. They didn't went on YouTube because it was more optimal to stream or if it was more intuitive. They did it because based on what they wanted to do, because Hololive, when they appear, it was for the Japanese market. It's really later when they decided to do it for the English market and then international. At first it was Japanese, and even to this day, most of the Hololive VTubers, their main target is Japanese fans because they speak in Japanese, they interact in Japanese. Like the only exception would be the English generations, you know, like for example Gula, Calliope, all of those English streamers, you know. So yes, it's a natural evolution. But what I mean at the end of the day, like my point, again, I'm yapping a lot, like telling about the history of VTubers, which is, by the way, really interesting, Kuma. But my point was, vanilla, if you pick the concept in a vanilla way, so without taking into account algorithm and video discovery and stuff, if you want to stream and set up I can't, I'm losing my words, but set up a stream, it's more intuitive and easier to do it on Twitch than to do it on YouTube. That was just my point, you know. All of the things that I told you about, like the history of VTubers and stuff, I was being sidetracked, but like that's pretty much what I'm saying, you know. That if I had to choose, I would pick Twitch. But now since I plan to go, I want to go everywhere, I'm starting to simulcast, so I have to get used to YouTube too. Pretty much. But yes, I was just sidetracking because I struggled a bit to set up my YouTube stream this time, but I did it. I think it works now. Let me just check it. My words. I'm losing my words. I'm a bit tired, by the way. I mean, not tired, but a bit sleep deprived as always. So yes, I'm live. Okay. So I can close this, I can close that, and I guess we can go into the game now. I'm a tire. I mean, I'm not a tire. I'm tired, but I guess that's the same. I don't know what I am anymore, by the way. And again, new illustration of the day behind that you can see behind my horns, but it's Ringo from Puyo Puyo, because I really love Puyo Puyo. Great characters and the game is fun. It's a puzzle game that's a bit harder than Tetris, but it's fun, even though I'm not good at it. Oh, by the way, the audio was a bit wonky because I wasn't focused on the stream. Or, of course, my controller isn't connected because I was yapping a lot. So disconnected. No, it's connected. Let's go English. So this is pretty much the Nintendo 64 version of Rayman 2, which is historically the very first version released of the game. It released first in N64, and I think the PC release in Europe was at the same time, the same day, pretty much. But originally, Michel Ancel, which is the creator and game designer of Rayman, he wanted to make the game for the Dreamcast, because the Dreamcast was the best hardware for gaming at the time. No comparison, you know. I know there is a lot of PlayStation 2 fans around the world, but Dreamcast was better. That's what I believe. Like, I will always say that. So, because Ubisoft was already being typical Ubisoft back in the day, you know, because they were making decisions because they wanted to release the game as fast as possible. They pushed it to release it first on N64, which is why we got this version. And I can already hear from the music. The music feels more limited because the sound chip of the N64 obviously isn't as powerful as the one from the Dreamcast. By the way, alright, my buttons. Like, my buttons are weird, just let me see. Kinda wanna see the controls. Rayman 2, N64. Yes, Moe character of the day, exactly. That's how I should call it, by the way. Alright. Like this. And honestly, the N64 version of Rayman 2, I think I only tried it once. But like a long time ago, because the main version that I played are the PC version and the Dreamcast version. Both versions of Rayman 2 that I played a lot in the past. But this one, I guess I never completed it, you know. If it works, my browser is dying. I hope you're all doing good, by the way. I'm doing fine. Oh, I haven't told you, actually this morning, I went to visit a museum. And it's pretty funny, it was a museum about sewers. The sewers of Brussels. Like, literally, there is this museum that is not far from where I live. And I visited it with my mother and brother today, and that was quite interesting. But it's funny because it's about sewers, so at first you think that the topic may not sound that enticing or fun to learn about, but it's crazy because when you think about the sewer system, it's such an intricate and big things, you know, that helped people. It really helped humankind, pretty much. You know what? I think I will check it this way. Because I don't know what about the controls. Okay, A, B button. Okay, so my B button is here. That's why. That's why, okay. My Z trigger is the left trigger, and the C button is the right trigger. Naruhodo ne. I guess those are the default mapping. Let's go. I will just close this. Oh, I forgot to... Damn, I already got baited. I wanted to put Moe, not Ma, but I guess that will be my name for this run. Ma, Kuma. A planet of anguish and pain, haunted by evil. So there is no voice acting. A dark place teeming with fierce monsters. Nothing can stop them now that they've captured you. They've taken everything and reduced our people to slaves. Hold up. The robots search for innocent prey. In the chaos, they explore the heart of the world. They exploded the heart of the world. The 1000 looms of energy which form it have been scattered. We are getting weak. Soon it will be too late. You must escape, Rayman. You are our only hope. Damn, it's already so interesting because the opening cutscene of the N64 version, it's cool, but it's not as developed as the Dreamcast one. The Buccaneer, the pirate's prison ship, commander, the Admiral Razorbeard, slaves now on board. Oh damn, it keeps increasing. Wake up, Rayman, I have sent you help. That's actually quite exciting, because I don't remember a lot about this version. Damn, that's Glowbox. They're starving and they're thirsty. They're slaves. Oh, they're still the voice. I mean, the voice acting. I mean, that's not voice acting, but
No, what's bad? Never stew. Camel group stew. Oh, whoa, Leah, Freya.
actually, that's the same.
Jubilee. Just gonna push her. Oh, that was you. Oh, you're the dabba. Now what's booty?
Oh, Yuba Dabba. It's funny, there are some lines that Rayman says a lot in this game. Even though it's gibberish. It's actually called Raymanian. That's so weird and interesting at the same time. Raymanian, that's really how it is called. Like, I'm not even joking. It's really, like, in the lore, it's actually called Raymanian. And if I'm not mistaken, depending on the version of the game you play, it's a bit different, you know? But that's so weird when you're used to the Dreamcast version, like me, because to this day, the most version, the version of Rayman 2 I played the most is the Dreamcast version, because it's pretty much definitive version, widescreen, 60 FPS, the most animations, voice acting, like for example, the intro scene that you've seen, like the introduction, all this cutscene has voice acting in the Dreamcast version. And even the colors and stuff are sorry, more brighter and stuff. So when you play this version, it really feels like a Redux version, you know? I already got the helicopter. Oh, I already got the chutes, of course. And I can't go this way, obviously. Oh, but how do I turn the camera? Oh, it's not like in the Dreamcast, right? Oh, actually, okay. I think I found it. Oh, that's weird. No, but if I do this, first person? Okay, I see it. It's really with the stick. Damn. But yet it feels really like a reduced version of Rayman 2 on Dreamcast. I'm sliding. Oh, it feels so slow compared to the Dreamcast version. Still pretty fun though. Damn. I fall. He's fat, yes. Globox is really fat, by the way. But he's cool. I think he's a pretty cool character, actually. Damn, playing the N64 version, the game really feels old. It's crazy the difference between... and the game is 30 FPS, by the way. It's not 60. On the Dreamcast, you play 60, and it's so weird, because when I play the Dreamcast version, I don't really realize it, but it's really when I go back to those versions that I'm like, damn, the Dreamcast version really is the definitive version. Is there something here? Even the music is more limited. Oh, that's Murphy. I don't know why he's whispering in this game. He's whispering. Bye, bee. Press A to jump. Press B to shoot. Keep B pressed and I will return. Oh. Oh, he's saying the same thing. Yeah, it's creepy, but even the game feels creepy for some reason, because it feels that it almost feels like I'm playing another version of Rayman 2. But there is a one version that I also want to play at some point. It's the PlayStation 1 version. And this one is really the stoner version, the PlayStation 1 version. Because it's so limited, they removed stuff from that version. Oh, I can't even see it. Take the loom and hold L down and you'll see. Okay. I wonder if there are the same secrets in this version. For example, in the Dreamcast version, if you keep shooting, when you get into a hole like that and you keep shooting, you will get golden gloves. I knew it. No secrets. That's lame. You can't point the camera with... What is the Z button again on my... Let me see. Because that's the thing with N64 games. I never know how my my controller is mapped by the emulator. So controls part 1. Where's the Z button? Z trigger. Okay. Left trigger. All right. So there are no secrets. If you want to know why, press L. Okay, this one. Yellow looms are the 1000 fragments of the heart of the world broken by the pirates. They contain universal knowledge. The more you gather, the more you will learn. You can access the secrets of the world by pressing L, Kuma. Is that a Pio Puyo? Pio Puyo. I love how you wrote it, that's funny. But it's Puyo Puyo, indeed. It's Rengo. Rengo. Which means apple, by the way, in Japanese. She's called Apple. Rengo. And yes, she's from Puyo Puyo, a game that I really like. I really like this series. Oh, I think there is a looms here, right? That's so weird, but to me, it's really the proof that Ubisoft was bad since the start. Let me explain. Like, when I say it's bad, it's not the games they made, because they made great games, because they were really lucky to have creative minds like Michel Ancel to make games like Rayman, Beyond Good and Evil, and even those older prototypal games he made before Rayman. But the president of Ubisoft is so corporate oriented. He wants to release a game quickly to make money. And here is an example of what I mean. If you play the Dreamcast version of this game, it's like day and night. Like the Dreamcast version really feels like the definitive version. Kuma. Okay, I did it. Daddy saved Rayman.
Bonus too? No, what's failed?
Oh, they're sad. We don't know where Globox is.
Fail never flourish. Here now, Stu. No, it's him. Phone to consider one day. Get you to, yeah. Oh, you're the dabber.
How you a dabba?
No, it's him.
Let's go. They're crying. We have to find Globox. I bet you'd like to know how to climb. You see those two walls? Go stand between them, press A to jump and A again to grab on. Repeat this maneuver. Maneuver? I didn't know it was an English word too. That's the same word in French, by the way. Until you have reached the very top. Bye bye. So this is pretty much the wall jump from this game. He's not doing it like Mario, he has his own style of wall jump. And here that's also different. In the Dreamcast version, there is actually a new zone that you can get at the other side of this place. Because there's like a purple loom that you can grab when you have the power. Go to the other side and you can access a whole new zone which is called the Village of Globox, pretty much. Where you can find all of the Globox babies and his wife, and you can access mini games. That's a Dreamcast exclusive, pretty much, that they didn't put in this game. Yes, exactly. Oh, the teensies. Wow, the music in the N64 is so weird.
Phone to consider one day. Get you to, yeah.
Oh, they can decide who's the king.
Stop!
Stop!
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Okay, so he's the king. He's the real king. She got captured. The hole is a magic place, it leads to many other worlds. But it's so weird, it really feels like a cheaper version of Rayman 2. Okay, summoning the portal. Damn, I jumped like I was jumping at a diving in a swimming pool. Do you want to save this game? Yes. Oh, and I remember that's even the hub is different in the Dreamcast, because in the Dreamcast version you get like a whole island where you can see each level and stuff, while in the other version of Rayman 2 there is this kind of weird river that is called the Hall of Doors. Use the stick to place the loom on the door of your choice, and press A to jump. Now hurry and rescue Lee. She's being held in the Fairy Glades. Damn, these bring back memories, because in the PC version it looks the same, like the hub. Let's go. But yes, it really does feel like a cheap version of Rayman to Dreamcast. And I'm saying this because when you think about the N64, it's not necessarily a bad console. Like that console had great games like Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. All of those games are really polished. But since Rayman 2 was developed for the Dreamcast, when you look at the N64 version, it feels like a low-tier port for some reason. But still, I'm glad I'm trying it. Because I like to try different versions of a game. I think there are looms in here, actually. Okay, I go up like this. But what I can tell you, the game feels really slower, that's for sure, because it's 30 FPS, so you feel it. You really feel it compared to the Dreamcast version. Nice. Okay, I shouldn't lose my breath, please. I got one. Okay, I should go quicker. Nice. But I also know that a ton of people actually played this version. That's their version of Rayman 2. That's their childhood game, pretty much. In my case, it was the PC version. And even though the PC version wasn't as polished as the Dreamcast version, it still felt better polished than this version in comparison. Boing. Damn, Rayman's buffed. He's got a ton of strength in his hands. I was going to say arms, but he doesn't have arms. He doesn't have legs. And some people to this day even wonder if he has a dick or not, because, you know, you can't really see it. Swimming not advised. Nice. Canonically, too strong for Smash. Exactly. I think that's the reason why he never got put into Smash. Which is weird because there was a time, especially during the Wii U era, where the relationship between Ubisoft and Nintendo was actually really good. Because when they released Rayman Legends, which was the sequel to Rayman Origins, it was a Wii U exclusive at first. And they did some collaboration between Ubisoft and Nintendo. So everyone was believing, even back when Smash for Wii U was released, everyone was believing that they would add Rayman into the game, but they never did. And then Ultimate released, and they never did either. Oh, look at this draw distance. I really had to get close to the... I really had to get close to the cage to see it. Because really, there was a point in time, I don't know which year, there was actually a specific year where people thought for sure they were going to add Rayman into Smash. Even more, there was a leak, which was a pretty famous leak, because people believed it was Rayman in Smash. Like, someone released a leak with the model and stuff, and people thought it was the Rayman model in Smash. But it was a fake. It wasn't real. He was pretty high up in the Player's Choice too in Europe. Rayman, I think. Yes, he was pretty high. Pretty high. I think he was pretty high in Europe, and I don't remember about the USA, but I think it was talked about too in the USA, but it was really in Japan where he wasn't in the conversation. Because even though Rayman released in Japan, it never really was popular in Japan, you know, compared to Europe. Hurry up, Rayman. We want our daddy back. I will help you. Nice-oo. Oh, don't fall, please. I think I haven't died yet, which is cool. I will try to not die in this game. You'll see. Oh, I remember this. Is there? Okay, I should pay attention. How do I do? Okay, like this. I remember now. Nice-oo. But at least for now, the level layout is the same in the Dreamcast. Like they didn't cut any content yet. The only content that they cut for now is the Globox Village, as I was telling you before, because it's pretty much a Dreamcast exclusive. Is the guy here? Oh, this guy used to scare me a lot when I was in elementary school. I was scared of this thing. Let me see if the other secret work. So there is another secret in the Dreamcast version, which is if you go against the tree and you keep pushing it, you unlock golden gloves. But since there doesn't seem to be any secret in the N64 version, I guess it won't work. Yes, it's not working. It's not working. Damn. Oh, the music. Okay, okay. Be right back. Did I forget something? I think I didn't. I think for now I'm getting all the looms. But still, all things considered, because I was criticizing the cheapness of the N64 version of Rayman 2, but all things considered, it's still a pretty good port. It's still a pretty good port because it feels good to play. It's the classic Rayman 2 gameplay, and okay, it's 30 FPS, but only the Dreamcast version was 60. All of the other versions were 30 FPS anyway, so it's not like a downside specifically to the N64 version. Kuma. I think I can't go here yet. And still, it's Rayman. I like Rayman so much, especially Rayman 2. One of my favorite games ever. Oh, the first Robo Pirates. I like this cutscene. Okay, before going towards him... The music. I will go here first. Is there the same strat to go quickly when you climb a ladder? I mean, when you climb the... yes, a ladder? Okay, it works. Nice-oo. And I got the cage. Find 20 looms to advance. I'm still naive. So I think I should go... Okay, I should pay attention because I don't want to die. For now, I haven't died yet. Nice-oo. So yes, all things considered, the game still feels good to play. Which is a good thing. It's funny because the jingles, like for example, when you discover a secret or you open a secret path, it's not the same. It's different in the N64 and in the Dreamcast version. I think they sound better in the Dreamcast version too. Use your shadow on your helicopter if you want to aim. Oh, there's no pirate here. That's also a difference. In the Dreamcast version, there is a robo-pirate exactly at this spot in front of me. Like on the box, the wooden box in front of me, there is a robo-pirate. But he's not here in this one. He's not here. I guess they were more limited in space. Look at this web. You can grab onto it. Oh, I remember this. Nice. Can I look at the other side? Okay, there's nothing. Oh, this part. With the robo-pirate sleeping, I think if we don't do any noise, there is a way to one-shot him without getting noticed. To do some sneaking action. There are a lot of pirates in the area. There's a good chance you'll have to fight one. To move around during combat, press Z trigger. This will allow you to keep your enemy targeted and make it easier to avoid his shots, Kuma. Maybe. At least Murphy is helpful. Okay, where is he? Okay, for... That's the first one I'm fighting. Look at my skill, I'm good at this. I'm good. This is the skill of a pro Rayman 2 player. Kuma. He got clobbered. What a scrub. What a scrub. Okay, this one I can't break it like this. Okay, let me see if I can do it. So I go slowly here. Oh, but I don't know the controls. Just let me see. To grab the powder keg, place yourself in front of it and release. Yes, but how do I throw it? I hope it's the right button. I did it! Nice! Because the thing is, if you wake up this robo-pirate, the climbing thing that you can see here, it's getting removed. So it goes up, and in order to get it back, you have to kill the robo-pirate yourself. But there's a way to do it instantly by using the powder keg that I use right now. You go slowly, because there's some sneaking that you can do in this game, and then you can kill him without him waking up. Also, there's this place too, right? That I can unlock. This one. So let me do it now. Oh damn, it's heavy. Yeah. Oh. Oh, it's here. Yeah. Nice-oo. I love this game. No matter the version, you know. Still, if I had to recommend you a version to play, if it's really your very first time playing Rayman 2, you should go for the Dreamcast version. 100%. Either the Dreamcast version or the PC version. One or the other, but the best one is Dreamcast. 100%. Kuma. Okay, there's one looms here. And I like that you can actually hover with your helicopter and shoot at the same time. You can press the two buttons and it works. So it feels nice. So let's wait. I think this part is actually easier in 30 FPS because it's moving slower. Oh, is there a way to kill him? I don't need to kill him, right? Without waking him up. I think if I do... Okay, I don't want to aim at him. Oh, I missed it. Nani? Oh, okay, it was hard to aim, but let's kill him. I tried. I mean, it's not like I would get any more points or anything for killing them without waking them up or just for avoiding fights. Because it's not like Metal Gear where you can get a specific rank depending on how you play the game. But still, it's pretty fun to try to kill those guys without them waking up. Giving them a painless death because they're sleeping. I should pay attention. Nice-oo. Nice-oo. I did it. First try. Oh, that's where Lee is, right? I think she's stuck in the thing here. Free me, Rayman. Find the machine and destroy it. Let me see her. She's getting stuck by this weird barrier. Let's go. I'm gonna free her. Honestly, I think Lee is alright, but I always preferred the fairy from the first game, Bettila. Bettila the fairy. To me is the really iconic one. Okay, so I assume that... Okay, I got the controls totally nailed, I know it. First one. Nice-oo. I got it. Last one. Look at all this green stuff. Poisonous stuff. I always loved how Rayman 2 looked, by the way, in terms of design. Oh, I killed both at the same time. Nice-oo. Are you okay? Oh, Rayman, at last. I was afraid Globox had failed. Kichidu's, yeah. He gave me the silver loom, but we got separated. Oh, Yubba Dabba. I need to find him and get rid of the pirates. Found my kuma want me. But to do that, I need all of my powers. I am too weak to give you back all your powers. They broke the primordial energy core into 1000 looms, and combining the energy has become very difficult. But there may be another solution. Have you ever heard of Pollucus? No. He's the spirit of the world. His power are immense. He could help you defeat the pirates. Unfortunately, he has been secluded for many years. But there is a legend which says he could be awakened. If you reunite the four masks... The four masks? These masks are magical and very powerful. They are hidden in secret and mysterious places. Find them, Rayman. It's our only hope. I'll help you by giving you all the energy I've gathered. Nice, new power. Damn, Rayman is confused. Yeah, Rayman! Good luck, Rayman. Thank you. Oh, that's the purple loom power. That's true, that's the first power you get. Naruhodo ne. By the way, I do wonder if I managed to set up the achievements for this game too, because I feel like it's not working, but maybe I'm mistaken. Nice-oo. So how much do I miss for the next 17? Okay. This level is pretty long, by the way, because I remember that Rayman 2 levels, the earlier levels are actually quite long and really developed. Oh, I remember that. I should aim. Naruhodo. So where's the next one? Oh, there's no... I think there's no pirate here too. The game feels easier because of that, because I think while you're going down in this place, in the Dreamcast version there is a pirate camping, or at least sleeping, and you wake him up when you get down on the platform. Okay, he's here. I thought he wasn't here, but here he's waiting. So let's see if this time I can just break the cage. Oh, he woke up. Nice-oo. Also, I just realized you don't need to hold it. The helicopter. No looms here. Nice-oo, nice-oo. Oh, I think here there should be a pirate too. You see this air current, Rayman? Activate your helicopter in them and you'll fly. Bye-bye. I don't know if he's here. Oh, he's not here. Okay, so here there's no pirate. So I think I will just put it a bit the audio, so like this. I feel it's a bit low. Nice. Oh, I did it. I did it too late. And I'm hearing a cage. Someone needing to be saved by the great scientist Eureka Wainwright. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Help. It's cute how they say help. How they're calling for help. Oh, that's hard. At least I got the looms. Nice. This part is a bit slow, but that's also the case in the Dreamcast version because it's mostly about teaching you how to use the helicopter and how you can glide over different zones. Okay, this time I did it well. I didn't fall. Like showing you that you can glide from farther place just to get into another tornado. Like this. That's actually a pretty cool mechanic. Okay, I should go here. This time I got it too. Where's the next one? Oh, here. Help! Oh, the cage is here. Damn, and you can aim from really far for the purple looms. That's cool. Okay, Himi should be the Tinsy because at the end of each level you free a Tinsy that helps you open the next portal. Nice. Oh, there's no looms. Okay, so I missed a lot of them. Oh, the music. Oh, he's still doing the dance too. That's funny. He's doing like a Russian dance every time to open the portal. That's so funny. Like if you finish a Rayman 2 level, but you don't get all the cages and all the looms, Rayman looks sad. So you don't get access to the bonus level. I'm a bit thirsty, by the way. Do you want to save the game? Yes. Oh, sorry. Just let me get some water. But I'm having fun. I'm having fun playing this version. Because I like, especially for games that I love, because if you're not aware, Rayman 2 is pretty much one of my favorite games ever. Specifically the Dreamcast version, I would put it in my top 10. When there are games that I really love and that received different ports of version, I like to try them out, all of them. I was thirsty. But it's all good now. Just let me see. Here. Okay, I'm ready. Eureka is ready to continue. Next level. So I think, if I'm not misremembering, I think in this level you can't actually get the 50 looms yet, because there is a secret, some kind of secret passage that you have to take from another level if you want to get into this level and get the looms that you couldn't get now, you know. That's what I remember. But also, a last thing I wanted to check, because I'm not sure if it works well, but I hope it does, because it should be working, right? Regarding the achievements. It doesn't work, why? Weird. Is it because they removed the compatibility of the... But anyway, I don't care. If it doesn't work, I don't care anyway, because I wanted to play Rayman. But I thought that it was going to work with the achievement, but apparently not. Which is weird. But I saved it anyway, so let me just restart, just in case. So like this. If my controller wants to work... Oh, it crashed. Why did it crash? I think I may know why it crashed. I think I may know why it crashed, because I changed something regarding the emulation, but just let me see. Weird. That's weird. Or what I could do is... Actually, I don't care. Let's continue. So why isn't it capturing now? Okay, now it's working. Let's go. The Marshes of Awakening. This one is a pretty fun level too, by the way. Oh, the piranhas. Is it called is it pronounced piranhas in... I think it's pronounced piranhas. Because I never know if it's pronounced piranhas or piranhas, you know. Nice. Oh, I got hit. I got hit. Oh. Find 1 looms to get to the next page. Warning, this is unknown territory. Tourism may be hazardous. Hazardous, it's scary. Scary place. Oh, this guy, I remember. No, you can't enter here. Only those who can know the name of this place can pass. So shoo, come back when you know the name. Damn, he cock-blocked me. He did. He did, so I guess... I think I do remember. You need to do something in another level first. No, my first death. Okay, that's nothing. It happens. It happens. First death. Damn, I was doing well. Okay. Oh, he was in a cage. I forgot about that. So this is the guy. The water snake.
Just gonna booster.
Forget it, it's Sam. He's called Sam. Not Sam, but Sam. That's how it is pronounced. Sorry, Rayman, I don't know what you're talking about. But I did see Globox get captured by 2 pirates. They took him somewhere out beyond the marshes. If you like, I can help you get over the other side. You can grab onto my scarf by shooting at it. Then press A to jump and Z to speed up. Okay, I should remember that. The Z trigger to speed up. Come on, let's go. You'll see guys, this part is pretty fun. I don't know how fun on the N64, but I know it's one of my favorite parts in the game. Because you're surfing. Oh damn, it's still going fast. Even in 30 FPS it's going fast. Don't get hit. Oh, that was... Okay, I got it. Nice-oo. Oh, I forgot. I didn't see them. I mean, I didn't pay attention. But I was doing well. The music is a banger. It is. Nice-oo. Okay, I got it. Oh, why? Wasn't I? I thought I was sliding. I think if you slide like that, you can kill them, but I don't remember. And I can jump too. Okay. Nice-oo. Nice-oo. Okay, I got 1. 2. Oh, I missed this one. Oh, I missed this one too. Okay, I got this one. Oh damn, I got confused. Okay, nice. I think I missed one. I believe I missed one of those 5 looms, but I did well, all things considered. Because Eureka is a pro scientist. Oh, I missed it. And I missed this one too. Okay, let me die. I want to get them. Let me die. Here I died on purpose, because I missed a ton of looms actually. Nice. That was... Oh, this one is a bit tricky, because I have to get between the bombs. Oh, nice. Nice trick. Oh, nice. That was perfect. Oh, I jumped a bit. Oh, I jumped a bit early. Nice-oo. All right. Oh, I jumped a bit early again. It's confusing. I think it's because of the perspective in the game. I think I'm close, but actually I'm not. Okay, here I should have paid attention. I was looking at the chat. Should pay attention. When you're driving Eureka, you should look at the roads. You shouldn't look around you, because I'm driving here. I'm not just walking or... I mean, usually when you drive in a road, there aren't bombs in your path, but... I should focus. Nice-oo. This time I got it. Oh, I missed it. Okay, I got this one. Let me try again. Because I want to get the other ones too. Nice. Oh, why did I do that? I got into the bomb. I don't know why I tried to go to the... Nani? Don't tell me it crashed. Oh, I was scared. I was scared. I thought it crashed. Okay, like this. What? Okay, let's try again. But just like I told you, this part is fun, but it's also a bit tricky. Okay, here I got close, but I did it. Nice. What? Also, I should jump. I didn't know I should jump on those. I think those rocks were just... You could slide on them automatically. But actually you have to jump. Okay. Nani? Okay, I don't understand how to get into those. Or maybe I should do it like this? Maybe I should... Oh damn, I'm almost dead. Maybe I should do it while sliding, I mean while going down. Otherwise, I don't know. I still want to try to be sure. Okay, I just got one, but that was weird. And how to get this one? This one you should jump to. I think to get this one here, when there is like a loom between bombs, you have to jump above the bombs. Because it's really hard to go between them. It's really, really hard to go between them. Oh, why did I... Okay, that's nothing. I think I still get the checkpoints. Oh, that's not the same music here too. Slowly. Oh, this time he hit me. It's the first time the piranha hit me in here. Alright. Get me. How? Maybe because I was following a specific path. Which made me dodge the piranhas perfectly. And now I'm moving too much. Okay, this time I got it. Okay, slowly. What? Okay, I don't know why I can't get those. I can't get those. Oh, I tried. I think that's something that I think is a bit different from the Dreamcast version. It's really, I feel like in this version of the game, it's a bit harder for me to gauge the distances when I want to jump and stuff. I don't remember having that much trouble to gauge distances in the Dreamcast version, because obviously it has a bigger draw distance compared to the N64, but I guess I'm more used to it too. Nice. But what if I just... That's so weird. That's so weird that I can't go above those rocks. Because if I jump on... Okay, here I shouldn't have done that. If I jump on them, for some reason, I get ejected. Like, I get knocked back. Because they don't let me slide on them. Okay, here that was really risky. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't work for some reason. Nice. I did it. Oh, he's sad. Come and see me.
Jello, put a stem on my name.
So I did it, but I do wonder how to get those other looms. I love this dance. Hello, hello Diana, hello, hello. Hope you're doing fine. I'm doing quite fine today. Playing Rayman. The N64 version of Rayman, by the way. Oh, by the way, I just realized... Oh, nice, I'm lucky. I just realized I was on the wrong tab on OBS because I got a tab that actually fused the chat from Twitch and YouTube, but I wasn't on that tab. But now I am. I didn't sleep very well. I see. Me neither, by the way. Me neither. I didn't sleep very well, but still I'm doing alright. I wanted to stream today. Oh, are those bombs hitting me? Oh, they're not. Weird. But they're still... Should I try it now? I don't know why... Like, there's something I want to see, actually. Let me close first, because it's saved anyway. Let me see if my emulator... It does crash. Every time I leave, which is weird. What if I go back... like this... And I will change the setting again, because for some reason my laptop doesn't like Vulkan anymore, the Vulkan backend. So usually I go this one, D3D11. Like here. Ah, Gomen. Gomen, Gomen. Yeah, it doesn't. Weird. I have some days where I didn't sleep well, but I can still manage to stream and have a good time. This was not one of those days. Yes, I see what you mean. But there are times like, if you feel tired, you feel tired. It's just you have to, I guess, to rest. Because sometimes when you want to stream, but you're really tired, there's no pleasure to it, obviously. There is no pleasure, because if you're tired, you don't have a lot of energy, and if you don't have a lot of energy, it's hard to stream, because streaming requires a lot of energy, actually. People don't really realize it when they're, like when you're just a viewer and you look at streamers and you don't have any experience with streaming, it feels that streaming is the easiest thing in the world. Which is, all things considered, is not that hard to stream, you know, going live and stuff. But when you go live and then you do your stream and you finish, I don't know if that's your case, Diana. And I actually wonder about other people, but in my case, every time I stream and then I finish the stream, I'm tired. I am tired, but not in a bad way. Like, I am tired in the sense that I did something, I had fun, but I feel like I spent energy, you know, that it wasn't just something that I did passively because I was talking with people, I was having fun, but I was being active. So after streaming, I feel that I lost energy, which makes sense, because it's not the same when, for example, you're not on stream and just playing a game by yourself, you know. Actually playing a game while chatting or just chatting can be more hard than it actually looks. Exactly. To me, that's the part I'm still getting like a bit hard to a bit hard for me to get used to is playing while chatting actually, because you're not as focused as if you do the playing by yourself, you know. So just let me see, because there's actually something I was wondering why it's not working. But it should be working. Why it's not working? Let me see the. Is it because I'm not using the right? I've tried many, but Rayman gets stuck on the ground at the. No, that's not what I. That's weird. I wonder why. Let me do something first. I got some exciting news. Tell me about it. So what if I go here? But that's weird. So Rayman 2 N64 retro achievements not working. I met someone on Tinder and I might have a date sometime in February. Oh, that's so cool. That's nice. That's nice. Dates are fun. At least on my experience, dates are fun. No matter if it works out or not. Just the act of going to meet someone and flirt a bit with them and have fun, I think it's always a good experience. Because I know some of my friends sometimes are a bit uneasy regarding dates because they're getting a bit anxious about it. But I don't know. In my case, it's I don't really worry about it. I just do it. It's fun. I think it's more fun. The anticipation of a date is more fun than just not doing anything, you know. That's how I see it. Let me see. Of the game. Yeah, maybe I should check the forums here. So what I'm actually checking right now, guys, because you can't really see it right now, because usually when I play retro games, I like to check if they are to set up the retro achievements. But for some reason, it wasn't working with Rayman 2. So I'm trying to see if there is a fix for this. I am young and stupid. I should be allowed to be young and stupid. Yes, exactly. I mean, to me, when you're young, it's acceptable to do mistakes, you know, because it makes sense. The only thing I can say is like, still, you should be careful, because obviously there are some mistakes that are worse than other mistakes, you know. Like making mistakes, you can do it, but still you should try to pay attention that in some situation to not fuck up, you know. To not fuck up, because I know there's someone who told me this, someone who's actually in their 30s, actually, that actually the time when you're in your 20s, you should still try to pay attention at what you do, because even though it's the time where you can do mistakes, it's also the time where if you don't pay attention enough, you can do pretty bad mistakes, you know. You can do pretty bad mistakes. So you should pay attention, you know. Like, you should have fun, but you shouldn't do stuff where you're sure that there is a big risk. At least that's how I see it. That's how I see it. Fortunately, Eureka never was the type to just do dumb stuff, you know. I like to do fun stuff and funny stuff too, and I like to be a bit... how can I say that? Like, I like to do weird stuff that people won't expect me to do at first. But still, I don't do dumb stuff. That's what I think. Which prevents the US version from working with... Oh, don't tell me. That's crazy. Really? I think I found what's the problem, guys. Apparently, it only works with the European version of Rayman 2. And I was playing the USA version because usually when I play retro games, I pick the USA version because most of the time it has a better frame rate. But here, apparently, it doesn't. I mean, not that it doesn't have a better frame rate, but it doesn't work. I don't know why. Okay. That's weird. You know what? I don't care. I will download it now. Let me get it. Same for me, Diana, but from what I'm reading, for Rayman 2 on the N64, for retro achievements, apparently they picked the European version because for some reason it has a better frame rate. I don't know why, that's weird. Usually it's the other way around. But I can fix it now. Totally legal console. I'm playing on console too, you know. It's just like, as you can see, it has a weird interface, pretty much, as you can see on your screen. But it's because I modded my console, obviously. But I'm using a totally legal, 100% legit Nintendo 64 to do this run of Rayman 2, obviously. Believe me. Believe Eureka. She is never lying, guys. She is never lying. Believe her. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Believe me. So I guess I will... How do I do it? I guess I will remove this. An interface that looks exactly like RetroArch. I mean, Dennis, like, you're saying that, but it's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence, you know? Like, I modded it like this because I think it looks cool. I think it looks cool. So I inspired myself from the RetroArch user interface. But still, trust me, guys, it's a legit Nintendo 64. Believe me. I'm not lying. So just let me fix it like this. So I will extract like this. Nice. But it's so weird because, as Diana said, usually when you play a retro game, if you can, you should play either the USA or Japanese version, because in Europe we got fucked. In Europe, we really got fucked with retro games because it was back at a time where like the TV weren't displaying the same frame rate. Like if you get a European TV back then, a European CRT, it was 50 hertz. While if you get a USA or Japanese TV, it was 60 hertz. And because of that, the European version of games were slower. They were slower, which is dumb. It's dumb, but that's how it used to work. Then I will remove this. And what I will do, if I can find it again... At first, yes. Because now, with modern games, you can get 60 FPS or 60 Hertz for any game. Now it's standardized. But back then, if you play the European version, for example, Sonic, I think Sonic games are pretty much a good example. If you play the European version of the Sonic games, it feels slower than the USA version of Sonic. And for a game like Sonic, where you want to go fast, it's crazy annoying. It's annoying. It's really annoying. So just let me see if it's saved. Okay, it's saved. And now I assume that... I guess I will have to do a new game, but I don't mind. I like Rayman. Just let me close this. Okay, now it works. So it's weird. It's really only with the European version, for some reason. But why can't you see it now? What if I do this? Okay, it works. Now you can see. Now you can see I fixed it. Let's try again. This time at least I will be able to put the name I wanted to put, which is Moe. Moe. Let me put Moe. Nice. Let's go. So I guess you will be able to see the beginning of the games again, guys. Which I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm playing through Rayman 1 at the moment, and good lord, it is brutal. Oh, that's really cool that you're actually playing Rayman 1 now. But yes, the game is notorious for being really hard. One of the hardest platformers, if you're playing the PlayStation version. Because I don't know if you're aware of it, Dennis, but there's actually a fun remake. There's actually a fun remake of Rayman 1, which is called Rayman Redemption. And the game is actually better balanced than Rayman 1. But obviously, if you want to experience the pure classic version of Rayman 1, you'll play the PlayStation version. But if for some reason you get really frustrated, with Rayman, I would recommend a Rayman Redemption. It's a bit more balanced. I'm playing the DOS version with modded in PS1 music. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. I am a very mature person. Every time I get the chance to give something a 3-letter name, I always pick a very mature name. I guess I got an idea of the name you're picking, Diana. I won't say it, because my mind is pretty normal, you know. Of course. Sep. I knew it. I knew it. Dick. Oh, this one I... Now that you say that, Dennis, I never thought about this one. The Dick one. D-I-K. I will remember that one. This one I never used it. Cum is a classic. Obviously there is cum, there is sex, and there is dick now. Dick, I never used it. Vag, I guess vag can work too. Whoa, 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 whoa. I love the voice acting in Rayman. Bum. Oh, you badabba. Wow, you badabba. I should try to learn all of the Rayman 2 lines. Whoa, you badabba. Tits. Damn, you really seem like an expert, Dennis. For the 3 letters names, just giving 3-letter names in video games, and also in arcade games, because at the origin, when you were playing arcade games and you were inputting your names on the leaderboards, it was, at least at the beginning, it was always 3 letters. I did not quote Dennis Hillier on my quotes channel. I see. Let's go. Rayman 2 again. The beginning. So that's something I should actually remember the next time I play a game with retro achievements. I mean, if I want to get the achievements, I should check which version of the game I should play. Because you really have to play a specific version every time. Rim. Like, you're an expert. Like, all of those ones, I didn't thought about that. Usually I use moe, because moe means cute in Japanese. I like to use moe. or sex if I'm a bit more cheeky, you know. But all of those other ones, seems like you're an expert at this topic. Glabox! I love this level, by the way. Such a classic level. But does it mean you're going to play the other Rayman games, Dennis? After Rayman 1? I love that Murphy is just whispering. I'll see how I feel when I finish one, which may take a while, obviously. But what's really interesting with the Rayman games is they all feel different. Like it's always a new experience. When you play Rayman 1 and then you get into Rayman 2 for the first time, it's pretty much playing a brand new game. Whether it is in terms of gameplay or aesthetics or music or everything. And then you get into Rayman 3 and it's another game too. The game is really crazy, like the direction they took with Rayman 3. And then you get into Rayman Origins, which is one of the 2D games they made on the PlayStation 3, and it doesn't feel the same as Rayman 1. It's also another game. I do have 2, 3 Origins, Legends, Raving Rabbits already on PC, so it's just a matter of when. That's cool. I can tell you that because I actually played all the Rayman games. It's one of my favorite series. The original trilogy and Origins and Legends, I think all of those games are fun. For different reasons, you know. But all of those games are fun to play. Maybe just Rayman 1. Rayman 1 can be frustrating. Like, I love the game. Don't get me wrong. I love how the game looks, the music, the dreamy aesthetic of the game. But it's a painful game, Kuma. It's a painful game. But I still like it. I know it would have been easier to start with Legends of Origins, but I'm insane, so I think you're doing it right, actually, Dennis. To start with the very first game. I think that's a good mindset to have. If you want to discover a series, then just start with the first game. Makes sense. Okay, I got 4. It's funny because if now Volius comes back to the stream, because he said he had something to do, but he was at the beginning of the stream, he will think that for some reason I'm still stuck in this level. That I'm stuck at level 1, but it's not what happened. I was around when it came out, but I never played it, so I wanted to see what it was like. Makes sense. But really, my experience with Rayman 1 is... Really, it's a frustrating game, but I love how the game looks. Especially at the time, when you looked at platformers, Rayman really has this specific identity about him. I hope it will work now, by the way. Nice. I'm pretty sure you can skip the cutscene in the N64 version. But if I had to choose my favorite Rayman game, I think it's Rayman 2. Rayman 2 on Dreamcast, so not this version, but the Dreamcast version. Because if you ever play Rayman 2, unless you want to experience every single version, because I know there are people that love to experience every single version of a game, but if you want to go for the definitive version, I would recommend the Dreamcast version of Rayman 2. It's really the definitive version of the game. Originally, it was going to be on the Atari ST, and you can see the influence of earlier Euro platformers from the Amiga and ST on Rayman. Exactly. Exactly. It's exactly as you say, it really feels, and in a way it is a European platformer, because it's a French game after all. But in the design, it's different than, let's say, a Mario game, for example. Let's say if I get the achievement this time. But I should look into it, why it is recommended to play the European version of Rayman 2 on N64 rather than the USA version. Because for now, I don't know why. Let's see if I get it. Okay, I got it this time. I got it. That's weird. Okay, we try to do the next level quickly. Did you say hello to Prince? I did. I did. Prince Anime is here since pretty much the start of the stream. By the way, he's often watching my stream, which I really appreciate it, by the way. Thank you, thank you. Because he's one of my usual viewer, which is cool. I don't know if he's my words. I don't know if he's in my Discord server. I don't know, by the way. Because I know there are different type of viewers on Twitch. There are the people that like to watch but don't really join necessarily the Discord and stuff. And I don't mind, by the way. I don't mind it because each people do it as they see fit. But yes, I know him pretty well because he's often watching my stream. And like I said, I really appreciate that. Oh, I forgot. Here first. I think it was here. And usually I try to say to welcome everyone. And if I forget, usually if I forget, it's because either I'm too focused on a game or for some reason I missed your message. Because believe me, even for a small streamer like me that doesn't receive a ton of message on their chats, you can miss message if you don't pay attention, you know. You can still miss messages. It happens. Let's do it. So it was here. So I guess I can reset the challenge. One of my challenge is to see how far I can get in this game without dying. And I died, actually, I think I died at this point when I was playing the USA version. But this time, since I'm playing the European version, let's say I reset the challenge. It's a new challenge. Let's see how far I can get without dying. Let's go. Help! Nice. But I can't save it here. Even though, like, even if I fall in the water here, it's no big deal because it's not poisonous water. Because in Rayman, there is normal water. Rayman can swim, actually, compared to other video game characters. He can swim, But there is still poisonous water, and if you fall into the poisonous water, you die. Like here. I almost died. I almost died. So let's go here. But also, I did stream Rayman 1 in the past, but it was really a long time ago. I was still streaming as Eureka version 1. My first iteration of Eureka. And I did stream Rayman Redemption, and that was quite a fun stream. It was a Euro platformer cliché that you die if you fall in water. Also lethal water drops. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's true. And I like how in Euro platformers, I mean, I haven't played a ton of them. But I like how it is focused on exploring. I think it's fun to have platformers where it's more focused on exploration. Even though it feels obviously slower than the Japanese or American style platformers, and I still think that all things considered, I think that the most fun versions of platformers are platformers like Mario, for example. I think those ones are pretty fun in my experience. But still, I think it's cool if you want to switch it up and have another experience, actually. Let's go. Okay, this part I can do it fast. Nice. And I think that will be the next game that I will try to beat this next stream, Rayman 2. I want to play to beat this version of Rayman 2. And then I don't know what I'm going to play, but I should finish to prepare my special stream, because there is a special stream that I'm talking about since, I think, November, but I haven't finished setting it up. I'm preparing stuff. So I go here. Oh, I think it was here that I died for the first time. Yes, it was here. So let me pay attention this time, because I don't want to die. Speedrunner strat. You can actually climb faster this way if you spam the jumping button. Nice. Ooh. And then I think it was here. Yes, I think if I remember correctly, is when I jump from here to this platform again that I died for the first time. And it's the only time I died today, by the way. I mean, no, it's wrong. I'm lying. I'm lying because there is the part with Sam where I died a lot of times. Nice. I almost went too fast here, but... Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Alright. Oh, he hit me. Oh, I was close. I was close. Oh, don't die. Don't die. Okay, here I'm getting clobbered. When I did it the first time, I did it first try. I saved it. I saved it. Back was busier than expected. Oh, don't worry about it, Volios. Don't worry. Don't worry. People get busy all the time. Makes sense. In my case, like, I don't know if I talked about it before, but I do a lot of things for my parents, actually, even to this day, because every time, sometimes if they need to do something with their computer, or if they need to print something, or anything really, they ask me, because since I'm the great scientist, I can do a ton of stuff. So I always end up doing stuff for my parents, and I don't mind. But that's also why I always end up being busy, in a way. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay, let's go. Because I'm pretty good at using computers, all things considered. Don't tell me I won't be able to... I did it. I'm pretty good at using computers and being efficient, you know. Because also why they're asking me all the time, for example, if they want to send an email or print something or stuff, it's because when I do it in 5 minutes max. Like, I do it really quickly. If they do it themselves, the time they get into the computer, start writing the mail, start doing the stuff, they spend more time doing it. So it's more efficient in a way if I do it. Despite being a girl, exactly. Like, they should mostly care about me and make me gifts and just let me be myself, but they're not. They're using me as their guy to do everything. This will allow you to keep you and me. Oh yeah, remember about that. But did I forget something here? Because I didn't pay attention. Okay, this place is actually locked. But I mean, it's not even just my parents, because I'm telling you, like my parents are the only people who used to ask me this type of stuff. But when I was in middle school and high school, people used to ask me a ton of stuff because I was quite the model student. Like, I don't want to brag about it, but I was quite the model student at that time. And every time they needed help for their homework, or they wanted to do, I don't know, anything, they came to me because I knew a lot of stuff, actually, as a scientist. As the great Kuma scientist. Nice. Okay, let me try again. This guy, if you sneak on him, pick the powder keg and then slowly go towards him. Look at him. He's sleeping. He will experience a painless death. One shot. That's the strat. Metal Gear Rayman, exactly, because that's what's funny about Rayman 2. Some people don't really realize it at first, because since it's a platformer, when people play Rayman 2, they run everywhere. But there are some instances in this game when you can one-shot enemies, like one-shot the pirates, because they're sleeping, and you don't wake them up, and you just shoot at them, or throw a powder keg at them. Yes, rip. He had a long life though, he was a robot, so I guess someone could rebuild him too. Nice. Then I have to go here. Also, what I love about the Rayman games is the gameplay is always really solid. At least in the 3D games, it's really fun to move Rayman and do stuff with him. Nice. Okay, sleeping. Okay, this one, I will try to do it well this time. Because I couldn't do it last time, but... Let me try to go here. I should... Because I should try to aim at the button. Oh, that's so tricky. You have to be precise. Or maybe if I do it from here, actually. Okay. This one I let him leave. I don't want to deal with him. Because sometimes I'm kind to guys. I don't want to kill everyone all the time. Even though that's what I do in a lot of games, but sometimes you should let someone leave. This time I am merciful, 100%. I mean, he's just sleeping. If he's sleeping and not trying to kill me, why should I kill him? Oh, I do wonder too. Let me try. I wonder if in this version of the game you can actually do this jump without the purple loom. Yes, I think you can't. You can't, which makes sense because they want you to free the fairy first. Just most of the people, most of the time. Yes, exactly. I mean, don't look at my VODs, because if you look at all of my VODs, you would be shocked about how many people I kill every day. Nice. I think I can shoot it from here. And also, I don't know if it got confirmed or not, because what's confirmed is Ubisoft is working on new Rayman games, but apparently they will be remaking this game. They will make a Rayman 2 remake, but I don't know if it's confirmed or not that it's going to be a remake of Rayman 2. Because I'm quite curious about it, even though I don't expect a lot, because it's Ubisoft. Modern Ubisoft, so... Not like you should expect a lot from them, but still, that could be fun. Nice. I missed it. I missed it. I didn't aim well. Okay, this time. First I do this, and this time I got it. I broke the thing. Now Lee is freed. Freedom.
There's new.
I think she's cool. Kaboom! Exactly.
Get you tools, yeah. Oh, you're the devil.
Yes, we got separated from Globox actually when we left the pirate ship. When we escaped the pirate ship. So now we have to find Globox actually. And now she's going to give me the power to swing on purple looms.
No, it's not.
There is a legend which says he could be awakened. She's talking about Polycus, because Polycus is pretty much the god of the Rayman world. He created everything. And we should find the 4 masks if we want to awaken Polycus again. And with Polycus' power, we should be able to fight and destroy the leader of the pirates, which is Razorbeard. That's pretty much the plot at the beginning for Rayman 2. Fighting against pirates. Nice-oo. Also, just let me see, because I think I noticed something. If I do it this way... Because I think it's actually a bit too on the left. My screen capture, I mean. Like this. Alright. I guess I will leave it like this. It's already better. Nice-oo. Let's go. Oh, I missed it. How could I miss that? It was just in front of me. Nice-oo. Let's do the leap of faith. So I got one here. I sort of like collecting looms in this game, because what I like about Rayman 2, there are collectibles, but it's well balanced, because it's not a ton of collectibles, and usually they're pretty easy to find, but some of them are actually hidden, but in a way that makes you explore all of the levels. So it's pretty well done. It's pretty well done, I think. Because nowadays, in games where you have to collect stuff, they do it way too much. They get really overblown with it, in the sense where they putting really too many collectibles, and it gets annoying. But in a game like Rayman 2, it's just the sweet spots. Just enough. Oh, okay. I woke him up. I can kill you. Nice-oo. So Insider Gaming. Okay, just let me get on the platform, because I don't want to die here. A bit tricky. Insider Gaming reported they are working on remake, but didn't report which one. Another article speculated it could be Rayman 2 or 3, because they thought it would be more likely to be one of the 3D ones, but that's it. I see, so that actually the rumors, because I've heard, like, I don't remember where I read about it. I think it was on the Rayman Discord, because I'm actually on the Rayman Discord server. But they were talking about a remake of Rayman 2 and a remaster of Rayman 3. And to me, it didn't make any sense. Not the Rayman 2 remake, but the Rayman 3 remaster didn't make any sense, because the game already got a remaster on the PlayStation 3. And I think that on PC, you can actually play the remaster. Like, I'm not 100% sure of that, but they actually released a remaster on PlayStation 3, because I got it. I played the game back in the day. So to me, it was weird that for Rayman 3, they decided to remake the game, not remake, remaster the game again. It didn't make sense, I guess. So I don't know what to expect, actually, because I still think it could be nice to get Rayman 4 at some point, but the problem is, in my ideal, I wished Rayman 4 would be being developed by Michel Ancel, which is pretty much the creator of Rayman, the dad of Rayman. It's like if Rayman exists, it's pretty much thanks to him. And I don't know, they could give the game to someone else, but I think it wouldn't be the same. Because when I was waiting for Rayman 4, I was also waiting for a new Michel Ancel game, pretty much. Michel Ancel is a consultant on it. Yes, I heard about that too. About being a consultant on the remake, I guess. Which is why I believe it could be Rayman 2 remake. Because since Rayman 2 was made by Michel Ancel, and Rayman 3 wasn't made by him, I think he did some consulting on Rayman 3 too, but back then he was working on Beyond Good and Evil, which is why he didn't make Rayman 3, because he was working on another game, pretty much. So I think if it's a remake, it could be Rayman 2, especially if he's consulting. Can't wait to have it Fortnite art style. Oh, don't talk about nightmares. Because I've seen some of the cross-media stuff they're using Rayman 4, and I don't like the art at all, what they're doing with Rayman. They're using Rayman in those weird crossover stuff and NFT stuff, because they're still doing NFT for some reason, and it's bad. He was sent away while Ubisoft were doing their internal investigation, then brought back again. No, I think what happened, because I know the story pretty well, because he's pretty much one of my favorite game designer ever. Like I really like him for what he did for video games and stuff. And it's true that when he left, it's because when he left, it happens at the same times when Ubisoft had this thing with all the sexual allegations regarding some of their employees, because some people working here were being pretty much weirdos, you know, being sexual harassers and stuff. And since Michel Ancel pretty much left at the same point, at first people thought that he was included in it, you know, that Michel Ancel was also one of the sexual harassers. But then when they released more information about it, the complaints they had regarding Michel Ancel was regarding toxic leadership. It wasn't regarding sexual harassment and all those other things you could hear about Ubisoft these days. It wasn't about that. It was about toxic leadership. And the thing is, they talked about that, but they never really did elaborate about it, you know. They just said he was a toxic leader, but we never really got any insight about it. And I know that there are some of the employees from Ubisoft that were working under Michel Ancel and that worked on several of the games he made. So whether it is the earlier Rayman games or the recent games like Rayman Legends and Origins, they said that they didn't understand anything about it because they never had any problem with Michel Ancel. So, all things considered, it was really a weird situation because they said it was for toxic leadership, but we never really had any explanation about it. And at the end, he retired. Officially, he retired because he wanted to work on wildlife sanctuaries. Nowadays he's working on this, like he's opening wildlife sanctuaries in France, which is pretty cool, by the way. But yes, I wish he was still making games because he's a really talented game designer, an artistic mind too. Because since obviously like he's French, you know, and I'm not living in France. I'm living in Waffleland, so Belgium, pretty much next to each other. I could read a ton of articles about this because since most of those articles were in French, and French is one of my native language, I've learned a lot about this subject. And yes, it feels that some people thought that it was bundled with those sexual allegation stuff, but it wasn't the case. But again, like you say, it could be a cunt of a boss, but we don't know about that actually. We don't know about it because it got reported by some of their employees apparently, but they never was any official word about it. They just said that like they did an investigation, but they never really released any kind of how can I say that? Any kind of result. They never really released an official report about what he did. Like nothing released. And actually, maybe some employees did that, but there's also the other side of the coins. There are actually other employees that actively defended Michel Ancel. Like if you looked at his Instagram, for example, that were commenting about, like, I think back then it was Liberation, if I have to pronounce it in English, the French media that released those allegations, and they were commenting on it, and they were saying that they don't understand because they never had any problem with it, you know. Sometimes people are fine to work with for some people, but cunts to others. It could be that, dude. It could be that, obviously. Like, what I mean at the end of the day is I don't know the full story. That's what I mean. And since I don't know the full story, it's hard for me to just say, okay, he's a bitch. Just it shouldn't come back because he's a bitch, you know? Like I don't know. Because when you look at Ubisoft at this point, Ubisoft nowadays, it's such a toxic environment to begin with. Especially how big the studio got, and there wasn't any communication anymore. Because when you look at what happened with Beyond Good and Evil, for example, Beyond Good and Evil 2, Michel Ancel wanted to release this game 15 years ago. I'm not telling you 10 years ago, I'm not telling you some years ago, but if he could do it as the way he intended to do the game would have been released 15 years ago. It would have been released on the PlayStation 3 because they were actually working on a prototype, and Michel Ancel and his staff were pushing for releasing it. But Ubisoft always was, they didn't want to release it because they were like, okay, we should make the game bigger, or we should wait for the right time to release it. So if I was at their place, like in the shoes of Michel Ancel and all of the employees who worked on all of those prototypes for Beyond Good and Evil, I would be really frustrated. I would be like, what the fuck? Like I'm doing all of those prototypes for Beyond Good and Evil. I did 3 prototypes of Rayman 4, but every time I show it to Yves Guillemot, which is pretty much the CEO of Ubisoft, he's telling me, actually, keep working on it. We're not going to release it yet. So when you take this situation into account, it's not a good environment, you know, to begin with. It's already toxic just to work for Ubisoft. So I don't know what happened at the end of the day, but what I mean is, to me, if you want to make a game with a creative mind, you shouldn't go to Ubisoft. Ubisoft is the worst studio you could work for. Yes, exactly. It actually overtake Duke Nukem and even Final Fantasy 15, because at some point Final Fantasy 15 beat the record. But since the game released now, Beyond Good and Evil could take the record again. Also, I don't know if I got those. I think I missed one of those. So that's what I mean, like, at the end of the day, I'm not pretending, like, I'm not trying to defend Michel Ancel because I don't know what happened. I'm just saying that I won't shit on him if Ubisoft doesn't release an official report and proofs of what he did, you know? And if he was so toxic to the point he shouldn't be in video games anymore, I guess they wouldn't have called him back to be a consultant. I mean, I don't know, but all this situation is really weird to me. That's what I mean. Like, really, I'm the type of person, I don't judge anyone until you get really the proof that something was done, the thing that was done was really bad, the guy is a bitch, so okay, fuck him, you know? If I see the proof and stuff, I'm the first one I would say, okay, fuck him. He shouldn't have done that and still. But here, we don't have enough elements, actually. Ubisoft doesn't like creative minds. I totally agree with that. To me, that's also the thing that, because, like, it's pretty good that you're saying that, Volios, because there was also this narrative that people were saying that Michel Ancel was the golden boy of Ubisoft. Like, they were saying he was the golden boy, so it could be a diva because he can do whatever he wants. But when you look at his projects, he wanted to release Rayman 4, he couldn't release it. He wanted to release Beyond Good and Evil, he couldn't release it. So if he really was the golden boy, like, for example, Kojima, Hideo Kojima, everyone is sucking Hideo Kojima nuts because he's such a genius, such a creative mind, even though I believe that his games nowadays are really bland and boring, but people are giving him everything because he's fucking Kojima, because he's Kojima, he can do whatever he wants, and here nobody complains. But when it's Michel Ancel, people say he's the golden boy of Ubisoft, but he couldn't even release the game he wanted. Like, he couldn't release Rayman 4, he couldn't release Beyond Good and Evil, so it doesn't make sense. If he was really the favorite, as most people, as some people said in the past, then he wouldn't struggle to release games like that. You know, if he really was the favorite, he just had to talk to the president, to Yves Guillemot, and say, okay, Yves, I want to release this game now, give me the money. And then the president would say, okay, you're my favorite guy, I will give you all the money you want. And then be done with it. Pretty much what Kojima is doing when he's trying to talk to Sony and then Microsoft, is talking about the game, and Sony and Microsoft are like, okay, we're giving you the budget, just do whatever you want. That's what being a favorite is, but in the case of Michel Ancel, it never happens. Because Yves Guillemot just wants to please the shareholders, he doesn't want to gamble on creative minds. Pretty much. Also, I'm yapping a lot again, because I'm getting really passionate about this subject. Because I love Rayman and Beyond Good and Evil. Because, like, let's be real, like, really, like, even, let's admit that Michel Ancel was a bit of a cunt as a game designer. I don't know again. Like, there are a ton of other people that I have in mind that we heard things about them, but people don't say anything. Like, for example, Kojima, when he was working for Konami, like, people were saying a ton of stuff. Like, Konami themselves were complaining that Kojima was a diva, but in the case of Hideo Kojima, everyone was like, oh, but it makes sense, because he's such a genius. He made the Metal Gear trilogy, which are the best games in the medium. It's not even games, it's pure cinema. So, okay, he may be a bit of a diva, but it makes sense. So to me, there's kind of these double standards where, for someone like, for example, in the status of Kojima, people will be like, okay, there's no problem about it. He's fine, because he's making art, you know. And then if it's other random people that aren't as recognized, like, I guess, because there is all these generations. That's actually a pretty interesting topic. Like, I should do a stream about it in this eventually, but there is all these generations of French developers from the 90s that never got their credits because they started making video games at a time where video games wasn't as popular as nowadays. Like, for example, Michel Ancel, or for example, the creator of Alone in the Dark, like Frederic Reynal. Damn, I can't even pronounce the name. Frederic Reynal. Like, this guy was a genius too, but he's not recognized. Nobody knows about him. Unless you're French or really passionate about French retro gaming, you wouldn't know about this guy. But this guy was a genius because he literally made one of the earliest 3D game ever with Alone in the Dark, you know. But all of those guys never got their credits because they made games at a time where gaming wasn't as big as nowadays, you know. So that's what I mean. There's kind of like this double standard where when it's like a French developer that's being a bit of a creative diva, I guess, people always say, oh, he's a cunt, fuck him. But then when it's Kojima, or I don't know, if he's one of the big USA game designer, like let's say Todd Howard, for example. Like, I don't know if Todd Howard is a cunt, but let's say he was being a cunt. People would say, oh, but actually, like, he made Skyrim, and Skyrim is so fucking great. I love these guys. Okay, he may be a diva, but he's making good games, so we don't care about that. You know? We don't care. So, like, that's interesting, actually. That's really an interesting topic. How people perceive the game designers. Like, for example, there's the creator of Smash, Masahiro Sakurai. I think everyone loves him. Everyone loves him because he made Smash and he's such a genius mind too. But when you look at his interviews and listen to him, he's really a perfectionist. He is really a big perfectionist. So I can tell you now, 100%, like, I can tell you this now, if you work for Masahiro Sakurai, you would struggle a lot, because it's the type of person, like, when you work for a perfectionist like that, you have to be perfect yourself. So I'm sure that when they were developing Smash, he tried to make the characters so precise, you know, regarding their moves, regarding their animations, that probably they had to work on it a lot of time, and they had to redo the work when it wasn't satisfying enough. So if you take this into account, some people would say, okay, that's being toxic, because we're making something and then you're telling me my work sucks, that I have to do it again, you know? So it's really about perspective, actually. It's really about perspective. That's how I see it. Because they don't care about making friends with stars, producers. I'm sure Kojima make a lot of efforts to make friends and stay in contact with big people. Ansel, Toyama, Mikami, etc. They don't care exactly. Thankfully, he's at Nintendo. They share the same perfectionism. Exactly, yes. That's what the difference between Ubisoft and Nintendo, for example. For Nintendo, they want you to make good games. So they won't start to complain about it. But Ubisoft, they don't. They just want to make money. It does not seem very respected anymore. I can see it for Todd Howard, because since he released Fallout 76 and Starfield, and all of those games weren't really well received, I believe. That's what I believe. But yeah, that's what I mean at the end of the day, is it's hard to find, like, there is a fine line between being a perfectionist and between just being a bitch, you know? Because I've listened to a lot of interview from Michel Ancel, and he always seems like such a decent guy and like really caring about his staff, because every time he was talking about Rayman 2 or Rayman Origins or Rayman Legends, he was always saying I could do this game because my staff is really talented people, great artists, great composers. It was always giving their flowers to the staff, you know. So if someone is like that, like, it's hard for me to see him as a bitch. Like, in the other side, you have Kojima. Every time he makes a game, you have, just starting the game, you get a Hideo Kojima game. Made by Hideo Kojima, directed by Hideo Kojima, written by Hideo Kojima. Hideo Kojima did this, Hideo Kojima did that, and this, and that. You get to the credits, and you have the Hideo Kojima name that appears 30 times in the credits. And people won't say he's a diva, they will say, oh, he's such a genius, Kuma. He's such a genius, so he has the right to do that. But when it's someone else, people will say, oh, but he's a bit of a cunt, you know? Like, he's a bit of a cunt. He tried to be creative and he tried to ask people to do stuff, so it's a bit of a cuntish behavior, you know? But I don't know. It's weird sometimes, like the double standards. But as you may have noticed, I'm a bit of a Kojima hater, so I guess I'm not totally impartial, but that's the thing. But that's one of the thing I will do eventually. I want to do kind of like a stream talking about all of this generation of old school French developers, you know. That's a pretty interesting topic. Oh, I missed. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Metal Gear, you know. Metal Gear Solid 2 is one of my favorite games, too. Like, I was telling you that I would put Rayman 2 in my top 10. Metal Gear Solid 2 is another game I would put it in my top 10. So I love the early Kojima games. But nowadays, Kojima is annoying. I think he is annoying, you know. I think he is annoying, but people are... like, there is a cult around him. There really is a cult around the Kojima persona. When Kojima tweets about a movie, people are like, oh, I should watch this movie, because if Kojima liked it, it should be great. When Kojima tweets about an anime, oh, Kojima watches anime, that's so cool, Kuma, he's such a weeb, I should watch this anime too, because if Kojima watched it, for sure it should be a banger, a masterpiece. Kojima tweet some music, oh, this music is great, again, another win for Kojima. Like, there's all these cults about Kojima, you know. And I mean, if you like Kojima, I don't mind. Like, you can like someone, but it rubs me a bit the wrong way when at the other side people will complain about people like, for example, I said Michel Ancel, or to give another Japanese example, Tetsuya Nomura from Final Fantasy fame, you know, the Kara designer. Some people say that Tetsuya Nomura is a bit of a cunt because he's a bit cold, he's got this cool behavior, so people are like, oh, this guy should be a bitch because he's not tweeting like Kojima, he's not on social media, so he's maybe a bit of a bitch, you know, he's a bit of a diva. But for Kojima, people are sucking his nuts. They're just sucking his nuts, so to me it drives me crazy, you know, sometimes. Because, okay, maybe you can love Kojima, but then don't criticize the other people, you know? Don't judge the other people that you don't know. You don't even know what they did. You don't even know if... like, you don't know them personally, you know? That's what I mean. Oh, damn. I hope I can still... oh, I missed it. But that's a bit of a rant. That's a general rant. That's not even directed at what you said, Dennis. Because the thought that I have regarding Kojima is something that I think for years. Like, especially when he left Konami to start making Death Stranding. And even before, I think it started when he was developing Metal Gear Solid 5, there was a switch where Kojima became more of e-celebrity and started to be more, I don't know, he wanted, like Volio said, he wanted to make more friends, to get more friendly towards the West and get more connections, I guess. To be fair, at the time Kojima was starting, companies didn't like giving credit to designers by name. That's true. That's a pretty good thing you're saying, by the way, Dennis. So he was quite aggressive about putting his name out there because he knew if he didn't, no one would know he did what he did. I can understand it. This point of view, I can understand it because it's true that in Japanese games, it was known that if you were a young game designer, young game developer, it was hard to get a proper credit. That's true. But, I mean, it made sense back in the day, but now Kojima, like, everyone knows him, you know? So it doesn't have to do it as much, you know? That's what I mean. And still, I don't know how old he was when he made Metal Gear Solid 1. I don't know how old he was. Because he wasn't either a new director at that time, you know? Oh, this time I got it. Oh, I missed it. Okay, let me die. Let me die. I wanna die. Oh, I can die. That's hilarious. I wanted to die, but I couldn't. Come see me again. I probably have more fingers than the amount of devs I can name, but Kojima definitely likes the attention. Exactly. Exactly. Like you can, I think, the only exception, like, of all the game designers in the history of gaming, I think, let me think about it. Besides Shigeru Miyamoto, there's Miyamoto-san, obviously, and Miyamoto is mostly because he's one of the first, and he did Mario and Zelda and a ton of other games, so people know it for a reason. Besides Miyamoto, and maybe Todd Howard, because I still don't know how known Todd Howard is nowadays, but I guess he's still pretty well known. But other than those two people, I think Kojima is the most known. You could ask anyone who's a gamer, they would have heard of Kojima, you know? I'm talking about when he was making Metal Gear for the MSX. Oh, makes sense. If you're talking about those very first Metal Gear game, I can understand, totally. Because at this time he was really young. That's for sure. But the thing is, to this day, he still keeps doing it, you know? And I believe that it got more egregious with Death Stranding, because Death Stranding is this big game where he tried to get in touch with actors, famous actors, because he wanted to make a game that gets even closer to a movie. So he needed to work with actors, he needed to work with directors like Guillermo del Toro, because he wanted to give some legitimacy to his game. But to me, it's a bit too much, you know, what he's doing right now. That's not for my taste, I guess. That's what I mean. Okay, at least I got back to the level I wanted to get. I think I will just try to complete this level, and then I will stop the stream for today, guys. But that was pretty fun. We had a nice conversation about game designers. In Razorbeard's private... Oh damn, I forgot about that. Yes, that's for sure. Like, Kojima always wanted to make... Because he loved movies, you know? He loves movies. But like, way back in the day, it wasn't. Like, Atari would never credit their devs. Famously, the maker of Adventure had to put his name in a secret area. Yes, I know what you mean. Like, that's totally correct. That in the early days of video gaming, the credit things wasn't being done like nowadays, you know? Like nowadays, when you get to the credits, you get like a 5 minutes or even 10 minutes credit sequence because they try to name every single person that worked on the game, and that's good. That's totally good because people deserve their credits entirely. But back then, they weren't doing that. They weren't. Because I guess video game was still a new medium. Can I do this level now? Here you can... Oh, I should do... Okay. Oh, I unlocked it. Let's do it then. Oh, so there's also those races in the N64 version. Oh, I missed it. Can I get it back? Okay, let me try again. Because I want the loom. Kuma, kuma. Did I miss it? Oh, I missed one. Okay, let me die. The thing is, I'm trying to get all of them in one run. Globox! Hello, Bolisu. Hello, hello. Oh, it saved. Okay, so I guess I have to run. Globox! We have to find Globox. Kuma. Oh. Nice. I wonder if this one is easier or harder than the Dreamcast version, this race. Which is not really a race, because you don't... Oh, I missed it. You don't have to beat Lee, actually. You just have to run before the timer ends. Okay, look at the time. Look at the time. Nice. Let me do it like this. All right. I wonder if there's also the sequence in the water, because at some point there should be a sequence in the water. That was a bad jump. That was a really bad jump. That's also something I noticed in this version of the game. The jumps feels a bit weird, but maybe because I'm used to the Dreamcast version again. Oh, so there's no... Or maybe I'm mistaken it. Maybe I confuse it with the other race. It still happens when people who did work on the game don't get credited because they were contractors or something, and so they can't say anything about it on their CV, but at least we have credit in the first place now. Yes, now it's way more common to get credited, you know? Especially if you, if you work for a big studio, I believe. I've never heard of instances. Usually what I heard nowadays is problems with... Oh, what am I doing? Did I bugged? What is happening? Nani? Rayman! Rayman, what happens? What? Don't tell me it happens in It's N64 cartridge too. It's Rayman 2, the Nintendo 64 version, which is pretty much the first version ever released of the game. But it's not the definitive version, because the best version of Rayman 2 is the Dreamcast version. Like, if you have to play Rayman 2, you should play the Dreamcast version. For this reason, Exhibit A. The Dreamcast version doesn't have those bugs. But how did I do that? Nani? Is there a way to fix it? Rayman stuck on wall de Jinchi. Wild imagination you have, Eureka. I mean, I got the reference, obviously. It's a pretty classic reference from Toshin Toshi. Have you played Toshin Toshi, guys? Maybe you didn't. Maybe Bolis you know about Toshin Toshi. But these, you know, this idea of someone getting stuck on a wall, and then you can do lewd things to that person because they're stuck on the wall. It comes from Toshin Toshi, which is a game, an old visual novel. And then they started to use this thing in doujins. I think I'm stuck. Rayman breakdancing. Have you seen the Olympics? Have you seen the Olympics? There was actually a breakdance competition in the Olympics. He's got skills, but Rayman. I guess I could just load, but I mean, I think what happened is I was trying to get through the portal at the end of the level, but for some reason I clipped through the ground, and since I was clipping, I fell on a lower level, and now I'm stuck. I guess it's over, guys. At least I saved before, so it's not like I'm losing progression. Let's try again. Breakdancers were sent to entertain the Pope once. Really? I didn't know about that. I know about the breakdance competition they had during the Olympics, and there was this funny Australian breakdancer who did like really weird moves. She really had a weird style of breakdancing, and people were talking about it all over the internet because it was such a peculiar way to breakdance, and for some people it was just a clown show, pretty much. A clown show, because she wasn't really breakdancing, she was just doing weird moves, you know? She wasn't a professional at the end, I think. Yes, I heard about that. I heard about that. Okay, I will do the race again against Lee. And then, if it doesn't bug again, I will save, and that will be it for today, guys. I did some progress, even though I had to switch the versions of the games at some point. Didn't she have a PhD in breakdance? No, I think what was the thing is, she said that when she was at uni, when she was a unit, she made her thesis about breakdance, I think. That's what I heard. Because I don't know if there's like a university courses about breakdancing. Nice-oo. So I know I missed some of the looms. Theoretical breakdancing. I mean, I'm pretty sure there should be schools about breakdancing, you know? Like, there are schools for everything. Where you can learn the moves and work on your charisma. Because you need charisma if you want to be good at breakdancing too. Because it's kind of like a rap battle in some ways. Even though, like, you don't rap, but you're trying to be better than your opponents, you know? Just like theoretical... Oh, timeout. Theoretical physics, exactly. So let's see if this time I can get... Weird. Why can't I get this one? Do I need to jump from here? Okay, that's why. Okay, I got it. Nice. Eureka Pokemon Rap YouTube short when? Poke Rap? I used to be good at that. But if I would do a Poke Rap, I think I would do the new one, because I don't know if any of you guys is watching the new Pokemon anime, but they actually did a new version of the Poke Rap. In Japanese, I mean. And it's a pretty cool song. They did several versions of it because it was the ending of the new anime, so I guess I could do this one. All the time, again. Okay, if I just... And I died. Timeout, and I died. There are places that do courses, just not sure there are degree courses specifically. Yes, that's what I thought too. That's what I thought. Right. Like this. Okay, I should pay attention to not fall in the poisonous water. She probably studied sports psychology or anthropology or something like that. Or dance, I think. You can do university courses in dance. Yes, this one sounds more plausible. This one sounds more plausible. But specifically university courses about breakdancing, I never heard about it. But again, like, I don't know about all the universities I was going to say United States, but she's from Australia, so that's even more different. Like, I don't know how it works in Australia. Maybe they had specific courses like that in their universities. Oh, this one I totally missed it. Okay, I missed one. So what I will do... Nice. I know what there used to be in the university I went, where a sports club. You could join sports club and do a ton of activities related to it. I mean, it's not like in the USA where, because the USA system is pretty big, where you can pretty much become a pro while being in uni. Like, it's not the same in Europe. It's not as well developed, but you can join sports club, you know. What? How did I miss one? Nani? I really missed one? Nani sole? Okay, let me try to find it. It's the last one I'm missing. Alright. I think that if I missed one, maybe it should be at the end, because other than that, I don't know. Okay, that was close. It's not here. Oh, that was weird. Weird that Rayman didn't grab the ledge here. Nice, Sue. Okay, I hope I did well. Nice. Kuma Kuma. So where did I miss it? Am I tripping? Is there something else after that? Okay, there's still this. So the thing that can be a bit tricky in this version of the game is the draw distance. The draw distance on the N64 is pretty short. So there are a lot of stuff... Oh nice, I got it. There are a lot of stuff that you don't actually see unless you're really close to them. While on the Dreamcast, you can see things from farther away. Nice. And I got an upgrade on my life. I did it. Russian dance. I wonder why he's doing that. What? Ready? Rayman, you're really going to do it again? Like, you're really going to do it like this? But why? That's so weird. I wonder, like, am I really unlucky that I did trigger the exact same bug at the same moment? Or is it related to I'm playing on a modded console, guys, obviously. So it's a true console, but it's modded. So maybe it's related to that. But what? That's so weird. That's so weird. It feels like the game doesn't want me to beat this level for some reason. But I guess I got the 50 looms, so I will stop it for today, guys. I will try to fix it. I will look at how to fix this bug, because that could be pretty annoying if I can't get the looms from this level. But I had fun today. I had a lot of fun. So I want to thank today everyone for watching. Volios, Dennis, Prince Anime, Diana, Bolisu, and everyone else. I think I didn't forget anyone today? And if I did, I'm sorry, because sometimes it's hard for me to remember every name, but that was a fun stream and a fun conversation with a lot of yapping, but I had fun. So I don't know when is my next stream, but I will put my schedule on my social media, as always, Kuma, and I will tell you, have a good day, a good night, a good evening, no matter your time zone. And see you next time. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.